My favorite stories of Bill Belichick are how he helped me become a championship player.
You know, the carpenter rule, measure twice, cut once. I think he looks at everything very closely. I've always said that if Bill Belichick was in the house building business, he'd build one house, but it would be the most incredible house of all time.
I knew he was the profile of the kind of person that I wanted. He was very well prepared, very thorough.
He doesn't get caught up in the emotions of the things. You know, oh, this is great, we won 13 in a row. He doesn't care about the 13 you won. He cares about the one that's coming up this week.
No matter how good the game was, he would always find those other plays that he would show you that was still just a little bit of room to get better.
He wasn't a man who I thought would demand a lot of limelight. He was a guy who'd want to build a sense of team.
He's never too emotional. It's just, this is what we need to do. This is how we're going to get it done.
Not just telling you what to do and how to do it, but why am I doing it and how does it keep making us successful?
Bill has a unique ability to make his opponent, whether it be as a defensive coordinator or as a head coach, play left-handed, play away from their strength.
I saw the difference that his addition made to our team. I knew that hiring Bill as our head coach was right.
He is demanding of you every second that you are in that facility, your concentration, your intelligence, your effort, everything that you can put into a football game, he demands it of you.
In working with Bill, you know, one of the things that I really appreciated from Bill was the opportunity that he gave me to coach the way I wanted to coach.
Yeah. I knew he was looking on this side.
Bill, here, before you start telling about plays, you better tell him that we alert for the hurry up.
We got it, Bill. We've already been over.
Went over to hug the coach, and he asked for a ride.
Take me for a ride. You go, you go. Let's go. Let's take this.
The Giants coaching staff had masterminded the perfect upset. Belichick's defensive game plan now resides in the Hall of Fame. The offense set a Super Bowl record for time of high 102 yards and achieved his destiny.
Although one of the three, for one day, was actually the head coach somewhere else.
Due to the various uncertainties surrounding my position as it relates to the team's new ownership, I've decided to resign as the head coach of the New York Jets.
As the Patriots head coach, Bill Belichick was never afraid to make the unpopular decision.
That's what Mr. Kraft's paying me to do, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the decisions that I think are the best for the football team. T-E-A-M as in team.
He opted for the unproven Tom Brady over veteran Drew Bledsoe.
Are you hurt, frustrated, or how do you feel?
Next question.
In any way did you see this coming, Drew?
I'll just put it this way. I look forward to the chance to compete for my job. And I'll leave it at that.
Belichick cut defensive captain Lawyer Malloy.
I want to say this very clearly. They hate their coach. And their season could be over depending on how quickly they can get over this emotional devastation they suffered because of Lawyer Malloy.
Hey, listen, that's another good example right there of you going up and getting
Belichick embraced other teams' cast-offs and turned them into winners.
8 years, you've never been in the playoffs? You're in the playoffs. Hey, we got you. Thank you for believing us. Oh, you bet. You know it.
Be ready for the situations. And I don't want to hear about what any of the situations are. You just play them.
He surrendered an intentional safety to gain field position and secure a last-minute victory.
So they give them a safety. 1st and 10 at the Denver 18. He's got it. Looking to throw. Fires to the left. Caught. David Gibbons. Touchdown.
A regular season that began with a black mark ended with an unblemished record.
The Patriots, the first team since the 1972 Miami Dolphins to go through a regular season undefeated. 16-0.
I appreciate it for you, man.
Thanks.
That's an incredible thing. Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
Thank you very much.
Just do your job. All right, don't try to make too much out of it. Just do your job.
Whether it was kickers throwing passes, receivers making interceptions, or linebackers catching touchdowns, Belichick got the most out of his talent. With 3 Super Bowl victories and 7 division titles in 10 years, Bill Belichick was the coach of the decade.
We flush him out laterally. Lawrence can get him. That's good. That's what we want to do right there.
Various uncertainties surrounding my position as it relates to the team's new ownership, I've decided to resign as the head coach of the New York Jets.
Because Robert Kraft wanted the genius mind of Bill Belichick, he was willing to give up a first-round pick in Julian Peterson, a future 4th rounder in Jamie Henderson, and a 7th rounder in James Reed for Mike McMahon.
I'm the punky QB known as McMahon. When I hit the turf, I've got no plan. I just throw my body all over the field. I can't dance, but I can throw the pill. I motivate the cats I like to tease. I play so cool, I aim to please. That's why you all got here on the double, to catch me doing the Super Bowl shuffle.
A 5th rounder, its 7th round pick in Gregory Scott and Bill Belichick. Once the Patriots received the pick for Gregory Scott, well, it was later used on him, I guess. They traded that with the 1st rounder and the 3rd rounder for Daniel Graham, a tight end who was future captain of the Broncos. And a final trade, the Lions trade a 6th and a 7th round pick from 2001 to the Patriots for the pick for Mike McMahon.
The play is going to be reviewed, though, Greg. Why? You know, it's upstairs. Upstairs is going to review it whether it was a fumble or not, I guess.
So when I put my headset on, my replay guy said, Walt, this is a big play. The shot he gave me was from the front, which gave me a clear look at exactly what happened on the play. And what it showed is Brady's arms coming forward, and Woodson hits him, and the ball falls out of his hand. And that's clearly an incomplete forward pass. It was easy.
The quarterback's arm was going forward. It is an all right. Patriots retain the ball.
And the Raiders lead 13-10. From this point, they've got about another 15 yards to go to get to within reasonable range.
45 yards in the snow, down by 3. No time left on the clock. Everything about that made it difficult.
When his foot hit that ball, I saw a snow explosion, like off of the ground, just a poof of snow.
Kick up on the way, and it is good. It is good. Adam Vinatieri kicks it through the snow, and we're tied at 13.
I thought, man, now, you know, it made maybe the greatest kick of my career, and it's not over yet, you know? Now we got to keep going.
In overtime, after converting a crucial 4th down, the Patriots again turned to Adam Vinatieri.
Oakland's coach decides to ice the kicker. In that one instance, it maybe helped us out because it gave me a little bit more time to actually clear off the area where I was going to kick from.
23-yard field goal attempt. Snap, ball down. Kick is up.
No timeouts. I think that the Patriots, with this field position, you have to just run the clock out. You have to play for overtime now. I don't think you want to force anything here. You don't want to do anything stupid because you have no timeouts and you're backed up.
Maybe he can spike it right here and stop the clock.
That's what he'll do. He'll spike it here.
7 seconds. They got Vinatieri in range.
I'll tell you, what Tom Brady just did gives me goosebumps.
He has certainly got plenty of distance. I was watching him before the game, and he was... Well, he pulled that one in pregame, but most of them he hit in pregame, and he doesn't miss many. This would be from 48 yards out.
And this has been a year about Vinatieri and making some great kicks against the Raiders. 2 of the greatest kicks that I've ever seen in my life.
Here comes one of greater importance if he makes it. And it's right down the pipe. Adam Vinatieri. No time on the clock, and the Patriots.
Absolutely. What more could you ask for? A pouch-pounding finish to Super Bowl 38. Snap, ball down, kick up, kick is on the way, kick is good! Kick is good! Adam Vinatieri from 41 yards away! It's over! We're Super Bowl champions again! And once again, Adam Vinatieri comes through in the clutch situation.
Harrison at the 20. He falls down, and that is it. The Patriots are going to be Super Bowl champions again. Rodney Harrison picking off Donovan McNabb, and the Patriots have done it again. The best team in the National Football League. Belichick tonight wins the Lombardi Trophy, and he passes Vince Lombardi 10-1 in postseason.
Earlier this season, Robert Kraft's New England Patriots set a record with 21 consecutive wins. And with a third Super Bowl championship in 4 years, New England stands alone as king of the NFL.
And the Patriots are world champions again. 3 out of 4 world championships. Yes, it's a dynasty.
Fans of New England, the best fans that any team could wish for. This is your third Super Bowl in 4 years. The NFL is the great leveler of all sports, and the Super Bowl is the highest form of competition. Competition is the foundation of what made this country great, and I'm proud that we were able to win this Super Bowl stressing team and not individual accomplishment.
Have knocked off the New England Patriots 17-14. The Patriots will not be perfect. They were for 18 games, but not the 19.
The Patriots' season is over, unfulfilled at the end.
With the Giants, where he spent 12 years. His final game at the stadium before it will be demolished is a trip down memory lane.
Running the ball. Okay. Lawrence's locker would be sitting here with a box, like a big box that you pack dishes in, probably about 3 feet high, you know, full of fan mail. And the end of his rookie year, Romeo Cornell's daughter went through it, you know, for Lawrence. There's like $75,000 in checks in there, you know, game checks and appearance checks and stuff like that.
We flush him out laterally. Lawrence can get him. That's good. That's what we want to do right there.
Did Lawrence fall asleep in some meetings? Yeah, I'd say he did. Yeah. Yep. It's a small room. I'm just, as I stand here, it's surprising to me how small it is. And this was the coach's locker room. So that's all changed. Well, it used to be like 4 lockers here. It was, who was it? Romeo, me, somebody, I think Tom Coughlin, Parcells.
Hey, don't you start giving me any check. Your ass will be out.
First down. You know, look, there was a good mutual respect there, and he was the boss. So, you know, I would tell him, Bill, this is what, you know, this is what I think we should do. And sometimes he would be okay with it, like, yeah, that's great. And then there's other times he'd be, well.
Oh, Bill, give it to him again. Bill, give it to him again.
You know, I'd say, well, you know, okay, we don't have to do that. You know, what do you want to do? Like, what's the alternative? Usually his response was something like, well, I'll just tell you what you're doing is screwed up. You know, this is screwed up. How do you want to change it? I don't know, but it's just screwed up and you need to get it fixed. So these were the old racquetball courts, and so there was some great. I had some great workouts in here. Used to play Jennings and Parcells on a regular, and Randy Dean. Randy Dean was the best. Like, nobody could beat Randy Dean.
Like, who won between you?
You know, I'd probably beat Bill more than he beat me. And then, of course, as soon as it was over, he'd, light into about 4 cigarettes. So.
What's the best memory in here?
There's a lot of them. One would be getting carried off the field after the Washington NFC Championship game in '86. We won 17-0. We're going to the Super Bowl, and next thing you know, 2 guys got you up on their shoulders, and nothing you can do about it, nothing you want to do about it. It was just it was fun. It's on the front page of the New York Times. All your friends, all your relatives, everybody saw it. They must have 100 copies of it.
When you think about that and who you were back then, do you have a different perspective on it?
Yeah.
20 years later.
I probably wouldn't have thought it would turn out like this. That I'd be standing here, like this. I was just trying to establish my coaching career. Be a good coach. Win some games. And, we won a lot of them here. This is a great organization. Yeah. It's hard not to get choked up about it. Damn, I spent a lot of hours in that room. Come in here Saturday morning, ride the bike, go through 3 or 4 games of the next team we were going to play. That's a lot of hours here. Oh, I loved it here. I loved it here.